On One Detroit and on American Black Journal, we talk a lot about entrepreneurs in Detroit. We discovered there are several small business owners here in Islandview that are helping each other get started. Two are here tonight. Monique Sasser and her daughter Andrena are the owners of Nikki's Ginger Tea, which is produced right here in the church. I'm also joined by Pamela Lewis, director of the New Economy Initiative. Welcome to the Roadshow. Yeah, and we're in your house, right? This is where you guys work.
Yes.
Talk about how you came to be producing this product, which people can find in stores all over Michigan right now, right here in Church of the Messiah.
I fell in love with ginger 21 years ago. And it started from there. I became fascinated with its flavor. And I started experimenting with it and serving this concoction of ginger, lemon, limes, and honey to neighbors and friends. And then they started asking for it. And one of my friends said to me, if you sell it, we'll buy it.
And so a church is kind of an unusual place for that business to exist. Talk about how that works.
Well, Messiah has been wonderful. It's not your average church, and that's why we have been able to do so many wonderful things, like helping the youth, and we've received a lot of recognition for all the hard work that we do. We love what we do, we love our community, and I decided that I wanted to be the best of what my community had to offer. Single mom, and I wanted to be an asset to my community and raise my daughter.
Right. So you're working with your mom on this project and this business. Did you ever think it would get to be as big a deal as it is?
Yes.
You did.
So,
no doubt there.
When I came back home from school in like 2009, Detroit was kind of a mess. You know, we didn't have street lights. It was just a lot of houses around us burning down, and a lot of the stores that we were in the late 90s was and early 2000s were closed. And so my mom was like, well, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. You know, so much has happened. And so I was like, no, we can't. You know, this is our legacy. This is a way for us to be able to contribute to our community and to show our community that greatness can come out of it. So I got to work and I did a little research and I found what we needed to have to be a respected product when we went to approach higher grocery stores and buyers. And so I did that. I got us labels that really attracted buyers. I got us barcodes, and I worked really hard for a year to get us in the first Whole Foods store in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little more about how this business connects to this community, the people who live here?
So we were longtime Islandview livers. I still live in Islandview. And we have employed a lot of the youth. A lot of times, as I was coming up, and even now, young people will come down into the basements with their noses, smelling all of the ginger, and they'll need something to do, and we've never turned anyone away. We've also helped young people that have worked with our business go through college, make sure they had everything they needed for their dormitory rooms, and we've had 4 children that have worked with us from the time they were little to graduate from college.
Wow. So Pam, NEI is really focused on businesses like this across the city, identifying their needs, and helping them to grow. One of the things I really love about NEI is that as much as it's focused on new people coming to the city who might want to start a business, it's really focused on folks who are here and already managing businesses and growing those businesses. That growth is really important to the city's comeback.
Yeah, I mean, NEI, Stephen calls it NEI, it's the New Economy Initiative, and basically it's an interesting play that has happened with philanthropy here in the city, and the investment that 13 foundations have put together to really make grants to organizations that are helping people like Monique and Andrena. And, you know, creating jobs are transformational things, right? But if you think about giving someone the opportunity to connect with a network that can help them not only create financial wealth for themselves, but create opportunities for other people, we think that's very special. And there's been programs like Build Institute or Prosperous or Detroit Development Fund. These are places that are helping business owners and entrepreneurs learn how to start a business the Community Business Enterprise Program that functions here, or the Osborne Business Alliance, helping entrepreneurs find a way to get what they need to do faster.
Yeah.
I mean, these two ladies, they're going to be successful anyway, right? But the work of these programs actually accelerates their success so that they can make those milestones much faster.
What are some of the things you hear from small businesses in Detroit that they need, that they have a hard time getting, and don't have resources to go to?
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the programs we support are doing everything from providing capital to support to get into spaces. There's a lot of good work that Osborne Business Alliance and the DEGC and others have done to really understand what the needs of entrepreneurs are. Access to capital is the first and foremost, but money is not enough. The ability to activate spaces that are affordable and flexible. For a lot of existing business owners, even succession planning. How do you prepare Andrena, 10, 20, 15 years from now, and then your offspring, if you have children, to take over that business. The other thing that you hear is starting a business is one thing, having the skills and the technical aptitude to operationalize that business is another. And so getting more resources to help them with that are some of the things that we're hearing.
I wonder if you guys thought much about how to grow and when to grow to get to where you are, or did it just come at you and you had to kind of field all of that opportunity and figure it out as you went? Both?
We got involved with the Osborne Business Association. That has been phenomenal and a huge contributor to our growth over the last couple of years. I work really close with Cindy Cleveland, who is our business consultant, and she helps me put plans in place and gives me milestones and shows me how to make sure I accomplish goals and stay focused on what the goals are. And they were very instrumental in helping us win NEI. And we went after our NEI grant for a delivery truck that has allowed us to be able to expand hopefully to neighboring states soon, but we've gone as far as Grand Rapids to get our first Migrant account, so that's been major for us.
Yeah. How important is it that you're still here, that the business is still right here in Islandview, right here in Church of the Messiah?
It's everything. It's everything. It is so important that we add to this community. This community really burned down in a lot of ways, and Messiah has always been that driving force to be keeping the neighborhood moving. And so to be a part of that, to have this business in this neighborhood that at one time was burning down, and to let my daughter see that greatness can come from those ashes is amazing.
Yeah.
And the shining moment for me was when they asked for us to give a billboard picture, and we said yes. And my granddaughter is 2 and 4 years old. We went over and as they looked up, they asked, "How did she get up there?"
My parents on a billboard, right? Yeah.
And we're mad about it when it was gone.
What Nikki's referring to is the Any Idea Small Business
Yes.
Challenge. And so we highlighted a lot of the previous winners to showcase for more winners. In this community, there's some more entrepreneurs that have also benefited from a lot of the programs that philanthropy has supported. J&G Pallets is another one. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Sure.
They're not too far away, the D family, and now employing a couple of dozen people. And different types of entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs too, like Detroit Hives, that are making honey out of beehives and producing that and teaching children in their community how to understand that ecology. And so you have these for-profit entrepreneurs that are creating products, those that are participating in manufacturing, and also those that are social enterprises right here in Islandview.
Right. I wonder if you could, and again, we're talking about solutions. If you were talking to someone who was starting a business, what's the one piece of advice you would give to them?
Be patient.
I would say never give up. You're going to hit a lot of roadblocks. And what I had to get comfortable myself with was hearing no. And it's like, why is that so hard for me? Why does no intimidate me? I've been told no my whole life. So what if I knock on the door and they say no, there's another door? And so you just got to keep pushing. You cannot give up. You really got to believe in your dream.
Congratulations, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for being here.
And thanks for having us. Our pleasure.